Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Patterson, the mayor of the great city of Athens, Ohio. I want to thank you all for watching tonight and participating to honor the work of those in our community nominated to receive the seventh annual Athena Award for the city of Athens and the Athens City Commission on Disabilities. It is the only award that is given by the city of Athens. You're going to be amazed by the phenomenal things that our nominees are doing and how they are change agents, true change agents, impacting the lives of the people who live with different abilities. For the next hour, you're going to be hearing from commission officers and members from last year's award recipients, from the Athens County Community Singers, which is always a treat, and from the 2021 Athena Award recipient, who will be announced at the end of the program. Just like the Academy Awards, this year's nominees, the awardee rather, has been held in secrecy by PricewaterhouseCoopers, just kidding, and none of the nominees know who has been selected at this point until it is revealed later on. I want to acknowledge the Commission on Disabilities in its truly diligent work in advocacy work, providing expertise, giving a voice to people with disabilities, as well as informing our community about issues and helping to improve the quality of opportunity and full participation for everyone. Thank you. Our American Sign Language interpreter today is Joe Moore. Welcome, Joe. We are happy to have you here with us. It's great being able to have you sign and get the information out to all of our population. If you need ASL to ensure Joe is visible to you throughout the ceremony, here's what you need to do. Pin Joe yourself, log into Zoom rather than streaming to have control and more options. We will also spotlight Joe in order to see the speaker and the interpreter when possible. Today, we salute our 2021 Athena Award nominees. Barbara Conover, advocate, service provider, educator, and accessible housing expert. NOREEN Jordan, business liaison and leader of Project Search. The staff of the Athens County Board of Disabilities, ACBDD, for the opportunities the staff offers individuals to learn, grow, and truly enrich their lives. All of us, including your families, friends, colleagues, and community, are here to celebrate what you do every day to enhance the lives of people living with disabilities. On behalf of the City of Athens and the Commission on Disabilities, many thanks to each of you for the roles that you play every day and have played over the many years as you demonstrate what can be accomplished. David McNally, Chair of the Commission and Chair of the Accessibility Committee, will welcome you.
Thank you, Mayor Patterson, for all you do and for your support as a former member and chair of the commission, and now as mayor. Thank you also to the members of City Council and to the mayor's office staff, especially Patty. Hello and welcome to the 7th Annual Athena Award, a time to recognize the citizens in the Athens community who impact lives every day. It's been my pleasure to have served as a commissioner for several years, as acting chair for a year, and now as chair of the commission for the last 2 years. I would like to acknowledge my other commissioners, and hopefully we'll be able to do this all together one day. Dr. Dianne Bouvier, Secretary and Co-Chair of our Advocacy Committee, and the Mayor's designee, Dr. Carolyn Bailey Lewis, Treasurer and Co-Chair of the Education and Outreach Committee, Rose Dekas, Samora Dower, Claire Geisigum, Co-Chair of the Communications Committee, Cheryl Przynski, Co-Chair of the Education and Outreach Committee, Councilwoman Arian Smedley, Co-Chair of the Communications Committee and City Council's representative on the commission, Lisa Simpson, who's Co-Chair of the Advocacy Committee, and Dr. J.W. Smith. As you can see, we have a lot of really great and talented people on our commission. The mayor's office and the mayor provide oversight to the commission. Thank you especially to the Education and Outreach Committee and the 2021 Athena Award Committee. The members are Dr. Carolyn Bailey Lewis, Cheryl Przynski, Rose Dekas, Barry Dilley, Samora Dower, Claire Geisigum, and Dr. J.W. Smith. Each and every one has demonstrated a remarkable commitment to positive change for our disability community. All you do is greatly appreciated. The commission meets regularly on the third Wednesday of each month, except December, 5:30 until 6:30 p.m., normally at the community center. During the COVID pandemic, due to the statewide exemption allowing government entities to meet virtually, commission participation was nearly 100%. Many of our members are unable to meet safely in person due to disability impacts. After the exemption ceased in July, we have been unable to meet quorum in person and resume commission business. Just recently, the Ohio Attorney General's office has reviewed our situation to acknowledge virtual participation for those who request accommodation. So we are able to get back to work now. We are happy to be able to continue this important work as well. Look for notices in the media, on our Facebook page, and also on our city website. You're always welcome to attend and join. The Athens City Commission on Disabilities continues to have tremendous growth and impact. We currently have 4 active committees which do the majority of the commission work: the executive team, accessibility and advocacy, communications, and education and outreach. We work with the city and businesses to assess sidewalks, streets, parking lots, and parks, as well as recreation facilities, perform walk and rolls for current and upcoming streetscaping projects, review proposals for accessibility, consult and write letters and columns in local newspapers, and have a presence on social media. We've also been working on an oral history project about the commission, have been partnering with Age Friendly Athens on the intersections between disability and elderly issues, and have worked with the Southeastern Ohio Center for Independent Living, also known as SOCIL, to bring a Center for Independent Living to Athens. It's been another exciting year, and we look forward to rededicating ourselves to being advocates for people with disabilities in Athens and beyond. Thank you, committee chairs, members, and those community members who serve and who are not on the commission. Any interested community member may join a committee, and we strongly encourage your participation. We need you to make Athens more accessible. For a little history, the modern disability civil rights movement was started by people like us watching today, people who work for a more equitable, just, diverse, and accessible world. We need you to join us to continue to make change. If you would like to place your name in nomination to be a member of the commission, the criteria are on our website under City of Athens, along with other information about the commission. Appointments are made during the fall of each year. All right, thank you. Expressions of interest and resumes should be sent to the mayor's office by mail, email, or taken in person. Next, we have the illustrious Dr. J.W. Smith, a commissioner and member of the Advocacy and Education and Outreach Committees, and the 2019 Athena Award recipient, who will talk about this occasion. Here now is JW.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This award is named for Athena, or Athene, the shrewd companion of heroes and the goddess of heroic endeavor in Greek mythology. She's the goddess of wisdom, courage, inspiration, handicraft, peace, and justice. The Athena Award recognizes achievement in one or more of the following areas: improving the quality of life, advocating for issues, making a positive impact through volunteerism, developing new programs and services, offering exceptional customer service, or demonstrating innovation or entrepreneurship that has a positive impact. Now, submissions are accepted at any time up until September 1st. Information about the award and the nomination process are on our city website at ci.athens.oh.us. And of course, the keyword is Commission on Disabilities. Allow me a moment here just to reminisce. I remember my early years of working with the committee and the commission, and then stepping away from it for a few years, and then in many ways having this Athena Award sort of woo me back. And I'm having that flashback now a few years ago, and I actually was honored to be selected. What a proud moment it was. And the fact that it's the only award the city gives just puts the spotlight where I think it ought to be. And so not only is this a prestigious award, but I think it's a worthy one. It's one that says, you are really and truly committed to excellence and equity and equality and service and full participation in our community. Now, the award evolved from a service award. It was created by the former commission chair, Dr. Larry Jagaman, who I knew pretty well, actually. In later years, Mayor Patterson as chair and a committee developed and created a sculpture, which is amazing. I have one of those first 6, and I don't keep these kinds of things, but I'll value it the rest of my life. Well, the criteria was updated and the award name changed to the Athena Award, which is so apropos, I think. Now, tonight, a new sculpture has been designed and created by a local artist named Luke Hawk to be used for the next 6 years. It will be unveiled this evening for the first time. Man, we need to have a major drum roll for that. The mayor's designee, our secretary, co-chair of the Advocacy Committee, and a member of the Accessibility Committee, Dr. Dianne Bouvier, Dianne, will tell you more about the award's history. Dianne?
Thank you, JW. I'd like to start first by just talking about an overview that Commissioner Emerita Barry Dilley wrote about this award. She said, because of habit or lack of awareness, aesthetics, disinterest, cost, or simplicity, buildings are built, codes are written, and structures are created which make it difficult for some members of our society to participate and contribute. The Disability Commission works in and with our community to enhance awareness of individual differences and how structures can create a sense of disability. These structures can be modified, and they can allow our community to become more inclusive and welcoming of all of its members. The Athena Award, named for the Greek goddess, like JW talked about, named for the Greek goddess after whom our city is named, has been presented annually since 2015 to acknowledge those who break down those barriers. The characteristics and qualities of the ancient Greek goddess Athena were appropriate for that time and place. Our Athena is a different being reflecting our time and place. Our Athena is a visionary. She celebrates uniqueness. She recognizes inequities. She sees possibilities. She fights for justice. She delights in who we are, and she loves the Athens community. With the annual Athena Award, we honor a community member who is an outstanding advocate for those with disabilities, reflecting the qualities and characteristics of our Athena. Thank you, Barry, for the overview, and thank you for taking the lead on the Education and Outreach Committee to work with our Athena Award designer, Luke Hawk of Athens, over the past 10 months to create trophies for the next 6 years. Your continued contributions to the commission are phenomenal. Luke was selected as a result of the commission's calling all artists for a new design that would represent Athena and take us through the next few years. Luke is an Ohio University alum of the College of Fine Arts. Thank you, Luke, for all of your diligent work with us, and we love what you have created. And I'd also like to give a shout out to thank Ratna Ariyanti for the beautiful photos. So now I'm going to talk about, or just tell you who the previous award recipients were. The first one to receive this award was Dr. Larry Jagaman in 2015. He was a former commission chair. In 2016, Michael Pletcher, former commission member and director of ATCO, received the award. In 2017, Dr. Noriko Kantaki received the award for her work with the Appalachian Family Center for Autism and Disability Resources in Education. 2018, Elise Sanford was the founder of the Athens Photo Project and one of NAMI's founders. 2019, our very own J.W. Smith is a disability advocate and communication studies professor at Ohio University. And in 2020, Patty Mitchell, the executive director and founder of Passionworks Studio. These recipients demonstrated time and again their commitment to enhancing and enriching the lives of people who live with disabilities. We salute them, and we salute all of the people who do work to champion the issues around disabilities. Last year, we surprised Patty at home to present her with the award, and I was lucky enough to be the one to sneak up to her front door and hand it to her. Patty's work in creating Passionworks has transformed our community and continues to be a model for inclusion for all of us. To tell you all about her experience as a 6th annual Athena Award recipient, here is Patty.
All right. Thank you, Diane. And thank you for last year, 2020. It was great to be the recipient of the Athena Award. And as anybody would know, if they know Passionworks, it's a collaborative, it wouldn't be there if it wasn't for our community and our team and the artists, of course. And last year was spectacular. And in this odd way, during this wild time that we're all living together in COVID, we've dug in and we're making art, and we've reached out to our community, asked for help in getting accessible doors, which we have. Lighting that is not fluorescent so that it will be better for everyone to see, but especially our friends who have different sensitivities, and a new van, and we're just hitting a stride that's super exciting. And to be recognized as our collective for this award, well, we're really thrilled. This year, we're also doing our Time to Fly annual fundraiser. And that's just so we can keep making work. We're doing a huge mural right now on Carpenter Hall apartment. And that's designed with illustrations by our Passionwork core artists. And we're in day 2. So stay tuned. That should be done by November 10th. And we want to thank Integrated Services for inviting us to do that mural. So we're thrilled with the way that Athens embraces differences and all abilities. And part of that embrace is encircling the Athens Community Choir. This is founded and directed by Stephanie Morris, and it is a choir of voices who love to sing. The director says the choir is not only about performing, but enjoying a good time rehearsing their performances. I have a bunch of friends in that choir, and I gotta say, there is a certain amount of love for being part of that team, and it's fabulous. So here are the singers with their rendition of "We Want to Sing." Take it away.
We want to sing. We want to tell the world. We want them to know that they are loved. With our music, we can make the world a better place for everyone. The songs that we sing have a special meaning. The people we meet can't be beat. The days that we spend, we hope will never end. So join in now, my friend. We want to sing. We want to tell the world. We want to know that they are loved. With our music, we can make the world a better place for everyone. The songs that we sing have a special meaning. The people we meet can't be beat. The days that we spend, we hope will never end. So join in now, my friend. We want to sing. We want to tell the world. We want them to know that they are loved. With our music, we can make the world. We can make the world. We can make the world a better place for everyone.
So thank you, Patty, and thank you, Stephanie, and the community singers. We appreciate all you've done for the community. I'm Carolyn Lewis, Treasurer and member of the Communications Committee and the Education and Outreach Committees. It's my honor to present the 3 nominees for the 2021 Athena Award. Barbara Conover. Barbara has served the Athens disability community for 30 years. As a graduate of the Athens High School and Ohio University, she has made this community her home and worked tirelessly to enhance the lives of our community and most importantly, our disabled residents of all ages. She has sat on many commissions, panels, committees, and professional associations, always championing the cause of accessibility and inclusion. The majority of her professional life has been spent providing affordable, accessible housing options for our community. As director of Three Rivers Housing Corporation for over 20 years, she offered accessible and affordable housing for Athens County residents. As a Neighbor Works America consultant, she provides expertise in Americans with Disabilities Act and fair housing compliance, universal design, and aging in place. Additionally, her career path has allowed her to offer strong knowledge of services for the disabled in the older adult network. As director of the Athens Village, she promoted programs for falls prevention, home safety assessments, and establishing a nursing advocate program. She is certified as a leader instructor in various programs offering fitness and self-management coaching. She was instrumental in assisting United Seniors of Athens County in establishing an evidence-based program, Athens County Cares, in partnership with the Benjamin Rose Institute in Cleveland, Ohio, to provide care consultation, a coaching program to assist persons in inclusiveness, and also Athens County Cares, who targets persons in the IDD community, persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and persons living alone who have or are at risk for dementia. Athens County Cares assists care receivers and caregivers. As her career path has moved from the traditional nonprofit service world, she continues to find ways to assist the disabled and vulnerable of our community in her volunteer efforts. Joyce Lewis, Executive Director of the United Seniors of Athens County, says, "It is my honor to nominate Barbara for the Athena Award." Barbara was also supported by Stephen Pearson and Mary Lewis. Nominated by Rhonda Dixon with Ohio Health, NOREEN Jordan, quietly and without any fanfare, has helped build Project Search into a transformative program for young people with physical, intellectual, and developmental disabilities. By providing real-world work experiences, she combines those with training in independent living skills. High school students from Athens, Logan, Perry, and Hocking counties work with her with significant disabilities. They're making the successful transition to productive adult life. Customized to the needs of each participant, Project Search helps individuals gain and sustain employment and greater independence. As a result, young people who might otherwise have been destined for a life at home, relying on their families for support, find themselves in complex and rewarding jobs. Since the program's inception 4 years ago, NOREEN has been instrumental to the success of these students during their internships at Oblenis. In direct partnership with Tri-County Career Center, NOREEN ensures participants gain essential job skills like how to effectively problem solve, communicate, and be part of a team through experience. High school students with a range of disabilities from Down syndrome to severe autism to visual impairment defer graduation for 1 year to intern at the hospital for a 9-month period. They take part in 3 10-week rotations in different areas like nutrition services, facilities management, housekeeping, and physical therapy to ensure they thrive in their graduation, to ensure they thrive in their roles and develop transferable skills in order to be hired post-graduation. NOREEN places each intern in an area that closely aligns with their abilities and interests. They're also paired with a mentor, tasked with being a consistent source of guidance and feedback. In addition to on-the-job training, a core part of the curriculum is focused on practical tasks, such as how to prepare a resume, apply for a job, and interview. The staff of the Athens County Board, an interview. So that was NOREEN. Let me see if I finished here. Because of this comprehensive, approach to date, Project Search has realized a 100% success rate for competitive continued employment following completion of the program. What's more, since 2018, NOREEN has helped quadruple participation, providing more opportunities for our community's teenagers. Perhaps the greatest triumph NOREEN witnessed as part of Project Search is that of a young man who was incredibly introverted at the beginning of the year, not even making eye contact. But a team of people believed in him, invested in him, and slowly over time helped him build confidence and self-esteem. This spring, he delivered the graduation speech at Tri-County Career Center and secured a job in Oblenis's Environmental Services Department. That's the power of NOREEN and her team's effort. Throughout these kids' lives, people have told them they can't. Project Search is proving that by creating an atmosphere of high expectations and individualized support, youth with disabilities can and will prevail. Supporting NOREEN with letters were Connie Altier and Kelly Smith. The staff of the Athens County Board of Developmental Disabilities, Dr. Kevin Davis, Superintendent, was nominated by Margaret Davis with support from Otis Cochran, Diane Plath, Jill Thompson, Lenny Eliason, Jason Jolly, Bridget Gargan, Kay Davis, Noriko Kentucky, Marion Watson, Richard Surstedt, and Arian Smetley. Now, Dr. Smith was nominated, but he said, as he said last year when he was nominated, you are loved, Dr. Davis, but he withdrew last year and he's withdrawn this year, but he asked that his name be withdrawn and that the staff of the Athens County Board of Developmental Disabilities be honored and stand in his stead. His sentiments again, I respectfully ask that the work of the ACBDD staff is highlighted. All the work that I do would not be possible without support of the team. The ACBDD should be highlighted as a whole and not me individually. Thank you, Dr. Davis. This is exactly why you were nominated. The Athens County Board of Developmental Disabilities is a government agency that serves over 700 individuals and their families. The agency provides a number of services from birth to the end of life that assists people with developmental disabilities stay safe and achieve their hopes and dreams. Of course, as I just said, the agency is led by Dr. Davis, along with 7 board members who represent a cross-section of the community. In complete disclosure, I'm one of those board members. Staff members have a number of accomplishments over the past year toward envisioning an integrated and inclusive Athens community. 2020, as they say, was a year like no other. In addition to the staff working to meet the needs of its clients and students, over 100 employees had to quickly change with the COVID-19 times in a way that had never happened before. 2 independent reviews found the ACBDD be among the highest rated county boards. Both granted the agency a 3-year accreditation, the highest possible. Days after announcing the temporary closure of the school, the ACBDD and Beacon School Superintendent and the Beacon School implemented a meal delivery program for the first time ever. Breakfasts and lunches were delivered to the homes of Beacon students and their siblings. The program continued through July the 2nd, which was the end of the virtual meetings. So they served 6,394 breakfasts, 6,271 lunches, a total of 12,655 meals. Thank you, Athens County Board of Developmental Disability staff. We appreciate you. Mayor Patterson.
It's that time. Before we get to the announcement of the recipient, again, just a huge applause, please, for all 3 recipients, or nominees rather, for this year's 2021 Athena Award. Now it's time for PricewaterhouseCoopers to hand me the disclosure as to who this year's recipient is. Drum roll. We are pleased. No, we are overwhelmingly excited to present the 2021 Athena Award to Barbara Conover. And I have to say, as they are unmuting people and we're getting to this moment, I know that Barry Dilly, whom I know well, is lurking in the wings somewhere. Barry, hopefully you are presenting the award to Barbara. I'd also like to mention that along with Barry Dilly being there with Barbara, so is Joyce Lewis. And also want to give a huge thank you to Michael Rodriguez, a member of the Commission's Communications Committee who has arrived to take photos.
I am delighted. I'll stand behind. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Barbara, you're live now.
Thank you. I wasn't expecting this, but I appreciate it. And as many people have said in this tonight, is that I couldn't have done this by myself. There were many people that I relied on, and we have a community of people that, as the city of Athens has their sign on Stimson Avenue, we are working towards being an inclusive community. And I'm proud of that because I consider Athens my home. So I'm delighted. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's beautiful.
So Barbara, from everyone here to you, you are one of those very special people that has made Athens the inclusive, open city that we strive to be. But you have been in the forefront of that. I want to share some supportive quotes, Barbara.
Mayor Patterson, this is Dr. Lewis. I believe Barry was going to say a few things about the award.
Barry, go for it.
Yeah, okay.
Please.
Thank you.
The award, which is nobody has seen until this very minute, it was completed today, this morning, was designed by Luke Hawk. It was a city search to get the artist, and he was awarded the opportunity. And it started out, Athena, back in old Greece, was known to be associated with an owl. So the first design was of an owl. And I talked to Luke and I said, I like that idea, but we need to kind of bring it up to modern times and have Athena evolved. So we talked about what Athena stood for and why we were giving the award and who the recipients were. So this is sort of an owl, but also it has the feeling of nurturing and taking care, and still a bird. So she is evolved as well. And if you'll see it, there's part of it that's really, really smooth, and part that's kind of textured and makes it look like the wings. So this is the modern day Athena owl, who has a nurturing sense and justice and inclusion. So this is she. And actually, when I went to pick it up out at Zona's, or however you say that place, they were wondering what this stood for. And it was really interesting because they didn't know the story. So they thought this part here was smooth and caring and soft and calm. And this part here was more excitable and agitated and interesting. And so they were thinking this was the caregivers and this is the people that receiving the care. So that was their interpretation. Then someone else suggested that it was left brain and right brain. So who knows? But I think it's beautiful, and I am so happy that you are, not get upset, you are receiving it.
Well, I really appreciate it. I'm very honored. I also think it's quite beautiful. And I'm just, it's beyond words. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Barry. So I want to share a few supportive quotes that sum up the incredible work that Barbara has undertaken in her many, many years. A friend, Mary Lewis, wrote, "I have interacted with Barbara in a professional capacity during my years of work with the Retired Senior Volunteer Program. And I have served on councils and professional committees with her. I am very aware of her strong commitment to the disabled community." Steve Pearson, Athens Township trustee. Steve wrote, as operations director for the Athens Village, she has enabled Athens Countyans age 60 plus to live the fullest in their own homes, has given selflessly and to many of the members with disabilities. As former executive director of the Three Rivers Housing Corporation, she helped initiate projects which included apartment housing made for seniors with a specialization for those with mobility issues. She worked well beyond the hours required. Ms. Conover, he said, has a lifetime career of care and compassion, especially for persons with disabilities. Barbara, congratulations. You are receiving what I would deem to be the most stunning interpretation of the Athena Award. Barry Dilley, Luke Hawk, you went far beyond what I think us as the citizens of Athens, for the only award that we issue anyone, have gone way above and beyond. So Barbara, befitting that it goes to you. The certificate that you're going to receive will read,
Maybe not.
2021 Athena recipient, Barbara Conover, in recognition of your outstanding service to those in our community who live with disabilities. November 3rd, 2021, signed by myself and Athens, for the Athens, City of Athens, and Davey McNelly, Chair of the Athens Commission on Disabilities. Barbara, if you would just take a moment and hold your trophy up for everyone to view one more time. The engravement on the plate says, the Athens Athena Award, Athens, Ohio, in recognition of outstanding service on behalf of those with disabilities. Barbara Conover, 2021. Barbara, congratulations again. And I want to give a big thank you to all the nominees, Noreen, the ACBDD staff, Kevin Davis, and to those who took time to make the nominations and to write letters of support. Because without you nominating people, there would be no nominees. And we know that there are people doing amazing things in our community. I also want to acknowledge the government channels, Scott Thompson and Ryan Schwartzhoff, for live streaming this event and archiving it on the city's Facebook page and to Patty Morris Whitmer, administrator in my office, my executive assistant, for all of her support, certainly in keeping me on task, but more importantly, in coordinating a lot of the things behind the scenes for this. To get involved in any way, contact the commission, contact me. You can make a difference in our community every single day. As Davey said earlier, we need you to connect with us in our efforts to make the city more accessible for all. Send your name to the email address listed, and we will send you commission meeting notices and how to participate. I want to give a huge thank you once again to Luke Hawk and Barry Dilly. Barry, I know you had your fingerprints all over this, for their spectacular work in designing and creating this new Athena award that, in my mind, it just blows my mind. What a great award. It is gorgeous. Barbara, to give it to you to be the first recipient is so cool. I also want to give a huge thank you to Claire. Claire, guys, thank you for doing all the work that you did on the video production and getting things to where they were teed up, as well as all the photo components for tonight's event. Congratulations, Barbara. Special thank you to Davey. Davey, you are the man of the hour, leading the commission, along with your amazing commission, and getting the 2021 Athena Award Committee together and absolutely knocking it out of the park this year. And finally, I want to thank all of you who are joining us tonight. Hopefully you've had a glimpse, because that's what you're getting. You're getting an hour-long glimpse as to the incredible work that people are doing right here in our own community, with the unselfish goal of making sure that we are an inclusive community. So thank you for joining us. And I hope that you have a very enjoyable rest of your evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd be remiss not to give a shout out to my Dr. Carolyn Bailey Lewis for everything that she does. She's awesome.
Okay.